She's a conservative and I'm liberal, and yet we've been friends for almost 40 years. Everyone says you shouldn't discuss politics, religion, or money, and we think that's exactly what friends should be talking about. Join us as we tackle the conversations you're having in your head but are too afraid to say out loud. Welcome to We've Got to Talk.
Welcome to my house.
In person.
I'm so glad you guys are here.
I'm so happy we're here.
We've had the best weekend so far.
Oh my gosh.
What's been the highlight so far?
I mean, honestly, it's all been pretty amazing. We went on the boat. We listened to some country music. There was no American flag.
Totally screwed that up.
But
because I said if you're coming to the Ozarks, we're gonna be on a boat. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what conservatives do. We have a boat, we've got country music, we're gonna drink beer, and we're gonna have American flag on that boat. Mm-hmm. We had everything but the dang American flag.
We did listen to more hip hop than we did country.
And yacht rock.
And we were drinking some tequila.
Oh yeah, that
and
was
lime.
not beer.
And this girl, she pours a big drink. Yeah.
What you got
And
to
we
do?
sort of danced around the lake, and Jeff showed us around, and that was a highlight.
Really?
And we came back, and they have this unbelievable house on the lake with windows everywhere. It's so beautiful, this house you've made. And she made it. You designed it yourself.
Yeah.
And I did say at one point, I looked at Josh and I said, do conservatives have more fun? I think they might have more fun. I'm afraid to say that because when we host you, we're hoping we can have as much fun as possible. But we're definitely on vacation because we're a little uptight and we don't usually have tequila at 5 o'clock on a lake. But what has been your highlight so far?
Just having the four of us together. It's fun. We've had meaningful conversations. We've had fun conversations. We've had, tell me how you guys buy your meat. I mean, I think there's, there's things that we take for granted. I mean, running to the store and getting to make burgers last night. Whereas, okay, you guys have a certain place that you go because you want.
In New York City.
Yeah. That you have,
we like the grass fed.
Right.
And there's a really great butcher in the West Village. Hudson and Charles, it's called, and it's on Hudson and Charles. And so we will, take the subway up and carry our bags on the subway, and
you can't just run to Harder House and get your steaks.
No, you can't.
So I think it's fun. It's just been fun to talk about the differences in lifestyles and.
Well, you guys, you can get lost in this house. I mean.
Oh, stop it.
It is ginormous.
It's made for lots of grandkids.
Yes.
Of which we have 0. So far.
And you can settle down because you're a little young, and so are your daughters.
No, that's true. I'm yes. And only one is married.
Let them have some life.
Yes, I completely agree. But I would, I hope this house is in our family for generations. Like this is the lake house
that's awesome.
Grandkids come and your grandkids come.
And we went on a gator for the first time. That was super exciting.
Okay.
If you guys don't know what a gator is, maybe you should explain what a gator is.
Sometimes it's called a side-by-side, but it's an ATV. So it's got really big tires so that you can get down the hills and up the hills, and obviously goes through all terrains.
But yeah, this is quite a life you have here.
So we wanted to talk about friendship. I think it's so good that we're able to share our friendship with each other, but also in a non-political way too, right? She's liberal, I'm conservative, but obviously we have a fantastic friendship. So anyway, one of the things we wanted to talk about was kind of friendship as adult women and how that's changed. Mm-hmm. We've been friends since college, when I would say I think for me anyway, that was the first time that you really stepped outside of your comfort zone, because when I was growing up in a small town, you had friends that were in your class. Those were your friends either in your class or then in your neighborhood. And so going to college was the first time that, there's a lot of different areas to make friends. And whether it's in your classes or your sorority or your dorm or if you're in the band or whatever. So like you start to find your group and like-minded people. And I mean, really from a political standpoint, is that do you start to gravitate towards people that are like-minded? Would you say that's true?
I don't know. I had a very different college experience than you did,
Yeah.
I think. I always made friends pretty easily. Yes, I came up with a same group of kids, but we did change schools a bunch, just all together. We had a kindergarten and first grade school. We had a second and third grade school. We had a fourth through sixth grade school, a seventh and eighth grade school, and then a high school. And so it was a certain group of kids, but everything sort of changed, and then new kids might come in, and I have really good friends that I still have. My best friend Whitney, I've known since I was 3 years old. You know, if I click with someone, I keep them. Yeah. If anything, I was just gonna say, like, hoarding freaks me out, but hoarding friends doesn't. And so if someone's special to me, I keep them. For me in college, I mean, we had such different experiences. Like, I was so serious. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to go to acting school, and this was a compromise. And I'd already done a lot of partying before I got to college. So college, I wanted to get to work, and most kids that went to the University of Iowa,
they were
partying that was their major. That was their major. And so I felt fairly lonely in college.
That's interesting.
And I think you had a lot of friends in college.
Yeah, because it was the opposite for me. Like, I was finally on my own. I had no rules. I had nobody telling me what time to come home or what to eat or where to go. I mean, you know, it was freedom. And my group changed, I think, throughout the 4 years.
I mean, you were my first friend, and you stayed my friend. Like, we rushed together. We were in the same rush group. And I think we had to go to school 2 weeks before it started. And we met the first day, and you were my friend the whole time. But we had very different experiences in college. Like, I was a theater major doing plays, and you were doing your thing. Like, it wasn't like we hung out.
I was going to say, we never ran into each other.
No. Our lives were totally separate. It was a big school.
Yeah, because your theater program was
It's on one side of the river.
Yeah.
And academics were on the other. And we didn't have any academic classes together either.
Right.
And you did the sorority thing. And I pulled out real quick. Which we know that story already. That's probably on a podcast episode it hasn't aired yet, but it will air.
Oh, yeah, I think it's the next one. So you're right. Like, even when we were in the same city, we would have to make a conscientious effort to get together. We'd go to the kitchen.
Yes, we would.
I loved the kitchen. Okay, let's go post-college then. You take off for New York, and who was your friend group?
Well, I went straight into an acting program. It was a 2-year conservatory, and it started with 28 of us, and I think 20 of us maybe graduated. And it was a dream come true. These were people that were absolutely my people. And I didn't feel that way in theater school and high school. Like, I felt like an outsider. I had friends from all over, and I wasn't like a theater person. And these people I just completely clicked with. So I all of a sudden had this Insta family. I think it was hard once I graduated, and then you're in New York City. And you're trying to make it, whatever that means, and figure out, who are you? What do you want? Who do you feel safe with? And I made a lot of mistakes in terms of friends. What about you?
So I think after college, then it's the people that you work with, or, you know, you went on to conservatory. So, I mean, there was that, you still had a group, but it was the people that you spent most of your day with. So for me, it was then working. That was my group of friends.
In medical sales?
Yeah. Like, those were the people that you hung out with, because those are the people that you know, that get you and understand, you know, what you're going through and all that. Then as you have kids, then it's
your parents, the parents, right?
Right. It's the parents of the other kids that your kids are hanging out with. Right. So who were your...
who would I hang... Like, who would I find? Like, I mean, it would be... I'd meet friends at the gym. on my auditions, a lot of other actors.
People that you lived with? I mean, in your buildings or?
Sometimes roommates, because I had roommates until I was 32. Because you live in New York and it's expensive. Wow. So I always to get my own apartment.
Huge. I remember
32 years old.
I remember that.
I remember talking to you on the phone. I remember it so distinctly. It was on Clinton Street on the Lower East Side, and it was 2003, and it was 300 square feet, and it was mine. I was in heaven. I was like, I've married myself. I went and got my own dishes, like everything. It was so good. And I remember distinctly talking to you on the phone about, I don't know what about, but we were sort of reconnecting because life had moved on, and we never had a falling out, but we didn't, I don't know what happened exactly.
Oh, I'm sure for me it was, and
you moved a lot.
We moved a lot, and I also think that once, when you're in sales, I was in medical sales after we graduated, and when you're talking all day, the last thing you want to do is talk at night, and I think that was probably a pivotal time for me. It was an effort to stay in contact with people because I was tired of talking. Or even like being a stay-at-home mom, I think your circle was, your life, and so it sometimes it's such an effort to go out and find friends who have that you want to talk to, and I just remember being exhausted. I just remember.
Well, you had 3 little kids.
Yeah, and so I like to talk to somebody was did not appeal to me. Like to make an effort, it's too hard.
What with all the moving around, was there, not to get dark, but was there a moment, because I feel like we all can be lonely, and sometimes the society we live in, it looks like people have such pretty pictures, and that's like a lot of smoke and mirrors. Yeah. Was there a time in your life that you really wished you had a good friend, or you felt lonely, or you felt disconnected?
I think when you have kids that are always hanging on you and needing you and all that, like I don't think you feel lonely because you've got these little people who are, in constant need of your attention. So to feel I don't know that I've ever felt lonely. Have you? Did you?
Yeah.
You did?
Oh, for sure. I think the older I've gotten, the more I'm in touch with the lonely part in me. I've always thought it was sort of a sign of weakness, and I've realized, no, it's actually part of life, and different than being alone. Those sort of tender moments where you forget that we're all connected. I mean, it's rampant in society too, loneliness. I'm alone a lot. I always have been, and I like my own company. But lonely, yeah, I think honestly, my loneliest time was probably in college.
Really?
Yeah, because like I had you, but I didn't hang out with you all the time. And my boyfriend was at a different school. I had that pretty traumatic event happen at the very beginning of college. And because of that, made a choice to not drink, which isolated me in that culture. Yeah. And it was sort of, I was a San Francisco girl going to Iowa. Yeah. And it could be quite lonely because my experience was so different. I think that was my loneliest time.
Isn't that so funny? Because
but I didn't have children. Like I didn't have, I have a stepson who's 10 and who needed me. He's now 22 and sometimes still needs you. But I didn't have that constant. I hear it from all my friends that are parents that it makes sense. Yeah. There's this need.
You're such an insightful person. Like you think about, like what you just said about, okay, this human nature and it's a societal thing and all that. Hell, I don't think I've ever thought about that.
Really?
No. I mean, and so you're just a very deep, insightful person, and I'm like, I had 3 kids. I was busy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's nothing you can do about it, so you just move on. I mean, you just, like, I don't think I've ever, like, thought about it in terms of what is best for Jolene. No, I think, I mean, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, totally. No, I think you just do what you're supposed to do. And I mean, if life is throwing you these circumstances, you're like, well, okay, that happened. So how do I fix it? Or how do I make that better? Or what do I do with it? But I'm not a deep person. We've had this conversation. I don't get offended. I don't think about things, apparently.
But
right?
you do. But you do.
Oh,
You're very
probably
thoughtful.
do.
I mean, one thing that I think is great about this podcast, if I can toot our horn, is that it's highlighting that everyone is so different.
Yeah.
And so layered, and that is why we need to talk.
Yeah.
Right? And get curious about each other. And because I look at you and go, you don't think about things? Do you know how exhausting it is to be in my head all the time?
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's exhausting.
Right. So why is that? Like, how?
Well, I think part of it could be genetic, and part of it is societal.
And okay, what do you mean societal?
I mean, we could go real deep here, and I could say, this is me just talking, okay?
Okay.
But you grew up in a fairly stable home. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know everyone's got their stuff,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
There's nothing perfect, there's nothing. But you and Leland created a safe space for you to be you in it.
Yeah.
And you didn't worry, was it going to fall apart? Was I going to be left alone?
Mm-hmm.
I did not grow up that way. I love my mom and dad, flawed as the day is long.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it all out. And I do think when they got divorced at 10, it was the best thing that happened to our family. Like, I don't believe that you should stay together if you're unhappy, because you give those children a shot to see something better and to see you taking care of yourself, that relationship doesn't work.
Yeah.
And maybe just my parents will be happy again. And I got to see that.
Yeah.
But I think that some of that is pretty destabilizing. I don't know if I don't know if I'm rambling or anything.
No.
But my parents were. It was never safe. They weren't violent
Abusive
or anything. No.
Yeah.
But they weren't the right match. I'm really glad they were there because I'm here.
Yeah.
And my brother's here, and that makes me. I'm thrilled to be here.
But then your dad found Jackie, and that was good.
Yeah, and they did their own. Yeah. I mean, they were happy.
Yeah.
And but I think there's that. I also, I'm a sensitiva. We all know this. Susie, we all know this. And that's what makes me me. That's what makes me tick. When I discovered being an actor, even at a little, I was like, oh, this makes sense. It finally feels right. All the feelings that I have, I can put to use.
Being an actor.
I don't feel like a freak.
Yeah.
Because I feel everything.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
And in that world, I feel safe here. I feel seen here. And that's liberation to me. Because I'm like, okay,
yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can just do, and I
can just be.
Okay, so I have 2 observations, and I think I just forgot the second one. So let's talk about the first one. Can we take this and say the importance of a 2-parent household is something that is inherently important?
No.
Okay, why?
Because I think if those 2 parents aren't healthy towards each other, it can do serious damage.
True. Okay.
And sometimes when you see a parent say, you know what, I need to take care of myself and therefore take care of my child, and pull themselves out of that. As a child, you see that parent make choice, self-care, self-preservation, and then they usually are happier. And maybe they find another partner, maybe they don't.
Yeah.
But you as a child see, oh, you have choice. You have advocacy.
Okay, so then so maybe I should say it differently. Is the nuclear family the base of all happiness?
No.
Okay.
I think you're saying, I mean, are you trying to say it for me to?
No, what I'm
because-
looking at our two situations, and obviously everybody's different, and everybody's made up of.
But you also,
different
you're
circumstances.
not to air your dirty laundry, but you had a dad that was not so awesome.
Correct. Yes.
And then your mom met Leland.
Right.
And huge.
And so we talked about this a little bit last night, that my parents were divorced when I was 3, and they both remarried. And so I got to see a really good, healthy relationship and a not so healthy relationship.
Yeah.
And that was good for me to be able to see both of them go, okay, these people are happy and they seem to be happy and all that. And these people are not. I think it's good to see a healthy relationship, because then you base your relationships on that. And it doesn't, and so maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be.
I mean, you learn to communicate in a healthy relationship. As a kid, you get to see it, you experience it.
Okay, let's go back to friendship then.
Yeah.
Do you have your friends in certain groups?
At my wedding, which it feels so weird that you weren't there.
I know. I didn't get my invite.
You didn't. I didn't. I didn't, and I don't know why. I didn't go to yours either.
I know, right.
Right? So I wasn't invited to yours, and I don't remember why. It doesn't make any sense. But I remember a friend of mine remarking, because we got married in Napa and had tons of friends from New York come, and then tons of friends from the Bay Area come. And I had a friend remarking, you have a ton of friends that are coming 4s. And so there was a time that it was like, it was 4 girlfriends that would hang out together.
Yeah.
But I have like my closest friends from basically nursery school. They were not a group, we're individuals. A couple friends from high school. You're my friend from college. There's a couple friends I really like that live in New York City, I just don't see them.
Yeah.
And then my modern day friends, who I've kept, like some of my New York friends I've had for 30 years, some I've had for 20 years.
Are your modern day friends like neighbors, or like friends in Salt Lake? Are they people that are...
Oh, my new friends? They're my new friends.
Yeah.
The Salt Lake friends. One is a lesbian couple who are our next door neighbors, and I adore them. They're all couples. That's why I said lesbian couple, which seems strange that I said that. But I usually have friends that are separate, but thankfully the friends that we have there, they're partnered, and we like both partners.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's Mandy and Teresa, who are next door neighbors, and we just absolutely adore them. And then we did a ski clinic several years ago at Alta, and we met Matt, and we loved Matt. And then a couple weeks later, I went up skiing by myself and I fractured my shoulder. And my ski season was over. But Josh and Matt became really good friends, and Matt had a fiance, Lauren, and then we all met. But because of my fractured shoulder, I was looking for an acupuncturist, and I reached out to this other next door neighbor of my brother's, and he says, oh, I work with a guy who's married to an acupuncturist. Her name, and that was Rachel, and Rachel and Joe are our new closest friends.
So it's all in the...
It's all because of my broken shoulder, really.
Okay. Okay. Well, there. See?
What about you? Who are your modern friends?
I have a group of high school friends. I have a group of college friends. But I have a couple different groups of college friends, which is kind of weird. Like my age college friends, and I've got a group that was a couple of years older that I hung out with and do things with now. I have you, who was not associated with the sorority. I mean, I've got these, I think, little pockets. And then it was really people who coached with Jeff. I mean, I think it was other wives, because we all understood what we were, we all had the same schedule. We all, had the ups and downs of the season. I mean, like it was all this simpatico, because everybody was, on the same, dealing with the same stuff. So,
yeah. As a coach's wife.
Yeah. So
which
I think that's probably...
which you hinted at an earlier episode. And what does it mean to be a coach's wife? Is there an expectation?
I don't know. I think the younger wives, it's so funny. And I'm sure it's this way for plumbers or insurance men, or, I'm sure it's this way in any industry. Coaches say that they've got to have a good, stable wife at home to take care of all the things because they're gone so much. And so, wives at home have to be able to either fix things or know who to call to fix things, and, take care of emergencies and, do all the things because the guys aren't around. And so I think there's this expectation of a coach's wife to be able to do everything. And she's got to be strong, and she can't be dependent, and she can't be wanting her husband to come home. And you've got to be a special person to be a coach's wife. Not to toot my own horn, I'm just saying that is a tough job to be married to. But again, I'm sure that's no different from being married to somebody who's in the military.
Maybe the military.
Or,
because you're doing a lot of stuff alone.
Right. Yeah. So, I think that goes to choosing your spouse wisely. I think we've seen so much of that lately on my Instagram and maybe it's because I'm looking at wedding stuff all the time for the girls, but choosing your spouse is the most important decision that you'll make, because, that is the person that's going to be with you forever and ever.
Hopefully. If it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Speaking of spouses, should we bring them out?
Should we bring them out?
Yeah.
Hi.
This is Jeff, everybody.
Here's Jeff.
Hi, everyone.
He is my spouse. Mm-hmm. He is also conservative. Mm-hmm. Aren't you?
I am.
Okay, good. Mm-hmm. Josh.
And so this is Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Oh, hi.
And he's my husband.
Josh, are you liberal?
Who's asking?
The people.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
I am actually on the furthest to the left here.
Oh, wow. On the couch and in life.
Yes, you are.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed I am.
And you know what?
He's furthest to
And
the
he's
right.
furthest right. God, we did not even try to do this on purpose, did we?
We didn't.
God, you naturally sat on that side and I naturally sat on this side.
That's how it works.
Dang. Okay, guys, what do you think of Nicole and I doing this podcast?
You mean in general or today in the house?
Okay, in general.
I think it's great. I think because it is true. It's stuff that's hard to talk about. So you guys have just decided to put it out there.
Okay.
You know, it should be a little harder to talk about. I think Jeff agrees with me on this. Maybe private things about us.
So if you watched our last episode or listened to our last episode, which I don't know, was right before we picked them up at the airport, it was of the things that bug us most about our husbands, and Josh was not real happy with the results of that conversation because there was, he felt like that's a personal thing. And Nicole and I share very personal things.
Yes, we do. With all of you.
And Josh felt like that was not fair. So Josh, what would you like to say to our listener and our viewer about things that, what does Nicole do that bugs you?
Well, it would be a little hypocritical of me to bring those up right now, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I'm just giving you an opportunity.
No, I appreciate that. Nothing.
How do you feel about the podcast?
I love the podcast. It's fun to get to hear Jolene's voice every week, so that's super fun.
Aww.
Sometimes I would like to participate in the conversation a little bit.
Oh, really?
I have some thoughts that I'd like to share that I just say into the ether.
Okay.
When you guys are doing your thing, but I love it. I love it.
Yay. So you're saying that that I say some things that are wrong that you would like to point out?
I did not say that.
Okay, good. That's what I thought you didn't say. Jeff,
Yes.
what is the thing that you love most about me?
How quiet you are and unassuming.
Okay, good. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay.
Should we do a Would You Rather?
I didn't even prepare a Would You Rather. Okay.
Neither did I.
Jeff, do you have a Would You Rather?
Would you rather?
Who's this to? All of us?
The liberals?
Oh, okay.
Would you rather go to a NASCAR race or jog 6 miles.
Oh God, that's a good one.
I'd rather go to a NASCAR race.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, why not?
That fits you.
I've never been.
Closet NASCAR guy.
No, I'm super into Formula One.
Ow.
Like super duper into it.
Okay.
The Netflix series, I absolutely love it. It totally got me into it. I love the stories. I am super into Formula One. And so I'm like, NASCAR?
Oh, you'd be in.
Totally.
And Josh would wear that shirt.
I'm going to wear this shirt every day.
Okay.
It's my new
How do you
favorite
feel?
shirt.
What do you think?
Given that I need a knee replacement, I would rather do anything than run 6 miles.
Okay.
Probably wasn't a fair question.
You set me up.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'd love to go to a NASCAR race.
Yeah.
It'd be super fun.
Should we all go together?
Oh my gosh.
That would be fun.
All right. Have you been? Have you guys been?
Oh yeah.
Manny,
Yeah.
Really?
love NASCAR.
All right.
I mean, we're Republican. Of course we love NASCAR.
All right.
It's true.
Would you rather have Josh and Nicole as your guests every weekend
or
die tomorrow?
wow. Okay.
Do you want to know how you would die? That seems important.
Like, what is the manner of death? Yeah.
Yeah, is it like painless and unexpected, or is it
Because
a
here's
bad
the
way?
thing. We are already planning our next trip.
I know.
I know every weekend's extreme, but wouldn't it be fun, Jeff?
Dying? No.
You're not dying. Having us here every
Yes,
weekend.
it would be great. Really would. Every weekend.
I know it's a little much, but
Are you living with us? Are you staying with us every weekend? Because if we could go house hunting and find you a place, and like you're
then
here
we
every
can't have we can't have coffee looking at
No,
the-
you could still. No, you can come over to our house
every day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like 9 o'clock. Know that the coffee's ready, or in your guys' case, maybe 10:30.
Oh,
Oh,
you outed us. Honestly, I don't know what's in the water here, but we have never slept so well.
I know, it's so relaxing.
It's so good.
I think
It's
it's
the lake effect.
that there's tequila in the water.
Oh, that is true. That
maybe.
could be that
That
too.
could be what it is.
You guys, thank you. Thank you for your friendship.
Yes.
Thank you for your love. Thank you for all of it.
Thank you for allowing us to live our dream in doing this. Josh, you've been very supportive.
Very supportive. As have you.
in many ways. And so we really appreciate you doing that for us. You've been sort of supportive.
I have been really supportive by staying out of it.
Okay, I love that too. I appreciate that. I appreciate you letting me be me. Maybe I should put it that way.
Well, thank you. It's not that hard to.
Well, I mean,
Let
what's
you-
the alternative?
You mean I don't have any choices?
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
you guys.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you for watching and listening. Find us on all of your areas where you find your podcasts.
Yes, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and do us a huge solid and press the thumbs up button on YouTube.
Subscribe
Subscribe
and like.
and like.
Thank you.
Thank you.